Welcome again to Clean Nuts and straight into the action on the VN900 Bobber Vulcan. So off with the seat clasp. Just have to take that cable out. Just snaps out and lifts out. Off with the side panels, there's a screw there. And the side panel just pops out. It took the rubber grommet with it. I'll just put that back so I know where it is. So off with the sort of cover of the coolant tank. Just screw bottom left and some rubber grommets. So off with the lock mechanism. This is the seat release lock. Take the cable out. Put it back in, otherwise you end up with an empty hole in the side cover. That just secures those two bolts there. Hexagon key for the side trims of the rear fender. Near side, off side. Oh, and don't forget to unplug the rear lights. It can be tricky getting that out, as you can see I'm struggling with it. So underneath those side trims are two more bolts. So whip those two out and take the rear fender off. Just rerouting this breather pipe. So you need every millimetre of space for where the seat goes. Taking off the ignition coil cover. Put off the fuel tank, fuel line. Disconnecting the fuel pump, drop it down so I can work on the tank. Take the instrument cluster out, there's two plugs there and a breather. About ready to take the tank off. Oh, it's two bolts. Off she comes. Now the real crux of the matter, the cut. There's no going back after this. Both sides. Then that rear fender support in the scrap bin. Change it over to a flat wheel. Just wanted to dress those cuts. They're going to be hidden anyway, but there's only one way of doing things. There's a plastic rear fender that needs cutting. I used a knife, heating a blade up and cut through there. So that's how it comes off. Cleaning up that bar, taking the right hand side panel off. Giving it all the dust down. Off with the fender, two bolts either side. There's that little bracket that holds the brake hose. Get those four bolts out in total. Slide it off backwards. Then onto that crash bar. Had a hex bolt head at the top and two 14mm bolts, one either side. Work on that bolt there. Has a little spacer behind it. Same again on the other side. Finally get that hex bolt out. Put it back so I know where it is. Now starting work on the footboards and gear selector. I had some powder coated spare parts, so quickly building them up. I had some powder coat on the bearing, so I had to sand that off. Last thing you want is a sticky gear selector. This is quite fun. Pull all these little rubber grommets through. Hold the boards on the rubber mats on the footboards. Reassembling it on the bench. Straight back on the bike. Big improvement because the existing footboards looked a little bit corroded. Put the gear linkage back on. Flip it up. Over to the other side. Take the foot brake off. This is a bit more time consuming this side because you've got the brake cylinder there. Takes a bit of dismantling. You have to get the brake light switch, just eases out of a little C-clip. Disassembling the foot brake. Try to remember the orientation of that spring. Otherwise you look at it and you think, how the heck is it going to go back together? Struggling really with that spring. Same again with the rubber foot pad. Just pull them through. Dismantling the old one. Got that all together. Put that C-clip in, put the spring on, and then back on the bike. Now the interesting thing here is that the brake cylinder is under a little bit of pressure, so if you put the foot brake on and just take the tension off, you can get the bolts in. Took a bit of fiddling around, then there was a fiddling around with the brake switch. Now the new foot brake had some powder coating in the splines, so trying to ease the way out. Decided on a bit of heat, so that will move the powder coating off the splines. Bolt it back on. So that's about done for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Stay tuned, there's going to be the next episode out soon with more bobber parts going on, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Cheers.